Welcome to the course for Powershell automation and scripting for Azure Cloud SQL DBA with networking concept. In the previous video, we have learned multiple of things about the networking, about the resources of the VM. Even we have gone through some of the PowerShell code, right? And today we are going to discuss about one PowerShell script that is going to be very important for you guys. That is how we are going to generate one report, that is the HTML report, and in that HTML report it's having the information about what are the public IP which is statics, which is dynamic into the nature. Because by default, if you are creating any virtual machine, now you can see I have just created one virtual machine. I will go to my resources, right? And if I will go to my resource and I have to go to networking session, network setting, once I will go to the inside the network setting, this is my network interface. And once I will go inside my network interface, then we have to go to the IP configuration. You will see this is the dynamic, right? This is the dynamic, has been given. Dynamic IP has been given to the to your machine. And real time, what will be happen now, if I have to connect with this virtual machine, I will use this IP address, because without public IP you cannot able to connect with your virtual machine. But some of the cases in the real time, if you will see, you have to connect using the private IP address, because you are going to use the VDI or right. So that's why what will be happen, you have to use that, not public IP, no, private IP. You have to use the public IP. If I will try to connect with this virtual machine, right, I have to take this IP address, that is the mm, one second, let it has to be loaded. Okay, so this public IP address, right, not the private IP. But if I will go to my network setting, if I will go to my network interface, then you will see here it is the private IP address. So if you are connecting with the VPN, that time you can use the private IP, but I have not reached till that point. But as of now, if I have to connect, I will use my this public IP. Okay. So how to create this and that, so that one we have already discussed. But if you will go and if you will click on the IP configuration, you will see this is dynamic in nature and you have to make it static. That is the first work you will get, right? So finding this, which are the IP addresses, is it is dynamic, it's very difficult, right? You cannot go into the real time one by one in the all subscription. If you are using the 5 subscription in, and each subscription is using like a 5 VM, so total 25 BM. So you cannot go with the 25 BM, and you cannot go and check the network interface where it is assigned as a dynamics, right? So we are going to build one report, and that report you can send using the email. So every day you will get the report, and that report will tell these are the IP address which is dynamic in nature. So please go and change it. So my script is already ready. So we will go and we will see that. So now I have only one network interface. So result will be only one. But in real time, you have a multiple of network interface. I can go like this also, because if I will go to my network interface, you can see this is the network interface, right? And this is the same network interface. If I will go to the virtual machine, and if I will go to my VM, if I will go inside my VM to network setting, inside my network setting I will get the network interface, and it's using the same network interface, right? It is using the same network interface. If I will go to the overview, you will be able to find out this all details, right? It will tell the private IP also. But here you cannot see it is the statics nature or dynamic in nature. If you want to see, you have to go to the IP configuration, and then you have to click on here, and then you will see you want to change it. And if you want to see directly, you can see from here. So what we are going to do, we are going to create one report. And of course I have only one VM, and remaining thing I will create multiple of network interface. We will see like how we are going to do this. And one more thing I want to tell you, I have only one subscription. I don't have multiple of subscriptions. So I have only one subscription. So if I will run this, I am going to generate one report now. So if I will delete this, I will go, and if I will execute this, what the result I'm going to get. Now you can see the one HTML file has been created and it's having that all details. This is my virtual machine name. This is my IP address. This is my subscription. This is my resource group. Status is enabled, right? Nickname is network security card. The network interface name is this. Subscription is pay as you go. This is more important thing. And here, if I what I'm going to do, I will not create the virtual machine, because if I'm going to create the virtual machine, then it is going to become little bit costly for me, right? It will be chargeable. So what, to reduce the cost, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create only the network interface. And this network interface I'm not going to attach with any virtual machine, right? So one more thing, guys, I will tell you. If wait 1 second, I will first open my. Okay, so I will open my 2 3 course detail, which one I have discussed already. It is created, and when I have to explain you, I will go to this and I will try to explain you, right? So personal way of automation, and then I will go for anyhow TSQL. If you want, you can take, but it is not that much important as of now. I will go to the instructor. Okay, so here we go. And whatever thing, if I have to explain you where you have to go and learn, I will tell you from here, right? So it's fine now. So now what happened, I have only one VM, and in that VM this network interface has attached, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm creating one more network interface. Let's see what is the result I'm going. And this time I'm not attaching this network interface with any of the VM, because you have seen in my previous video session, in the fourth lecture, in the fourth session, everything I was creating individually and then I was attaching, right? Or if you want to create the VM, so VM is the single resource, but if you create the virtual machine backend, there is the, it is multiple of thing it is going to be create. It is going to create a subnet, it is going to create some IP ranges, it is going to create something called IP addresses, virtual network, then virtual network interface, public IP, network security group. Then inside that there will be inbound, outbound rule. So there is a multiple of thing is there, right? So VM is a single resource, but when you are creating the virtual machine backend, it's creating multiple of resource, right? And then there is a two-way by default. If you are going with the portal directly, you go with the next NS. This all everything is going to be created. If I will go as of now here, go to all resources, you can see this much resources has been created for my virtual machine, right? And you can do with the individually also. So in my that lesson 4, what I have explained, I have created my network interface alone, storage I have created, virtual network I have created, public IP I have created, disk I have created, right? And then after that, I have, while creating the virtual machine, I have attached this everything, right? So once you are going to create the virtual machine, this everything has to be ready. That thing I have explained in my fourth session 4. So this session 4 is very very important, and once I will tell you, you can go in the series only. Don't go like anything you want to watch, no, go with the series. And this session 4 is really very very important for you guys for understanding purpose. So what I'm trying to do, I'm not going and not creating any virtual machine. I will go for the network interface, and I am trying to create the network interface. I will selecting my resource group. I am selecting my network interface name, and then I will go to the directly next tag, and I will go to review and create. So I'm not doing anything here extra. So just I have created, because network interface will having the uh, private IP. So, and that private IP I am not attached with any VM. So be remember these things. So that's why if you'll go to my this one where the report has been generated, you can see here virtual machine name it is coming. The next one, which is the network interface, for that it is not assigned to any VM. So that table, that place will be empty. So let's see that one. So I'm going with, so now this network interface deployment, it is in the progress. So now it is created. If I will go here, I will go directly to the network interface. So this time you will see the two network interface, right? So if I will go and if I will click here, node 01 name, I have given this one, right? So if you'll go to here, go to the IP config, then you will see that this is the private IP has been given to this. That is the dynamic, and public I have not given because I am not attached with any VM, right? So leave it about that. So basically I have to create the two public IP, so I will able to show you the result here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete this um, HTML page. Why? Because I'm using the same name. So what will be happen in the same file? It is going to append. So now I will going to run it again. So this time, what you will able to see, you will see the two entry will be there, right? This is the first entry. This is the second entry. This one is it is already attached with virtual machine. So that's why you will able to see the name. And here you will not able to see the name because just I have created the network interface, but I have not assigned to any any resource, right? Any virtual machine. So and this giving the private IP address is this, right? And you already know what is a private IP, what is a public IP. If you want to know that thing, right, you go and watch my this session where I have explained into the full details what is the public. Somewhere I have explained IP addresses. Yeah, I have explained here IP addresses. So in the lecture 8, if you will go and you will able to see what are the virtual network, what is the IP addresses, public IP, private IP, what is the range and all. So I'm not going to discuss about the range and all. So what you seen when we created the two network interface, so I'm getting the result for 2. That is clear, right? So in real time you having multiple of, you having 15, you have 10, and this is just for one subscription, right? If you have in your office, you have access on multiple of subscription, right? That time what is going to be happen in the one subscription? Think about 20 public IP will be there. So think about if you have 5 subscription, how much it is going to become? 20 into 5, it is become 100. And you cannot go with the 100 network interface to check whether it is statics or public dynamic. So what you have to do, you have to, if it is the dynamic, you have to change it to statics, right? Because this IP, if your machine, virtual machine or your server is connecting by this private IP, right, then it is the dynamic in nature, so it is going to be changed dynamically, it is going to be assigned. So once the server will restart, so that's why you should not has to give, you have to give the statics. So of course, again I am telling you, if you are going to connect with the virtual machine, we are using the private, not private IP, public IP, right? But if you can create using the private IP also while creating the what? Okay, so you understood this, right? VPN. While creating the VPN, you will able to access from this private IP also. So that one we will discuss later, not now. Here we are there to build our script. So now you understood till here. I think you don't have any doubt. So how this script has been made, right? And we have to send this script to our email also. So now you can see I will delete this, because what will be happen if I will run this 2 times this script, right? So what will be happen if I will run 1 time, and if I am not going to delete this file, what happen? I have not written anything, it is going to append this file only. So whatever thing you will able to see next time, if I will run my script, so the same value it is going to be append the second time. So 2 is there, so 2 more is going to be add into that HTML file. So that is not good, right? So each time when your report is going to be run, it has to be generate that HTML file every time. That is happen into the real time also. Every day report will run, every day new file is going to be created. How you can do this? You can add the time system. That one we are going to discuss today, but in the next, after some time. So next, that now I am showing you what I'm going to do. After that, I'm going to explain how it is going to work. This time, this code I have developed, both are same only, but here I have modified and I have written the logic to send the email, because real time what happened, you will not go manually run this, right? So it is difficult. So what you will do, you will schedule the script, and every day or every month for auditing purpose, or when it is required every 6 months or every 3 months, this job will run, and this job is going to create some. Now you can see I don't have any email. If I will run this script now, right, what is going to be happen, this is going to create one HTML file, you can see, and this time it is taken the dynamic public IP address report, and this is a 2025, it is a year, 25 is the month, 26 is date, 11 is hour, 37 is minute, and 07 is second. So it will take the naming convention from the time. And once this is going to be executed, so it is going to be send me the report. If you will click here, the same value you can go and you can see here, and it is sending the attachment also. If you will download this attachment and if you will go and open it, the same value you will able to see. So what we have done, so it is giving in the very nice format, right? So you will able to do, these are the, this is the private IP, and it is assigned to this virtual machine, but here you, it is not coming, means it is not assigned. You can get the all IP address also. So what I am going to do now, if I am going to change this IP address from dynamic to statics, right, what will be happen, whether I will get the report, I will not get the report, because in my logic what I have given, if I will execute now, right, what will happen, if I will execute this, one more file is going to be created, right, as per this timing, right, because this timing it is take from this system timing. And if I will go to my email, so you can see this time it is coming for only one, because that IP I have make as a static, so report is not coming for that, it is giving only for report who, which having the dynamic IP address, dynamic private IP addresses, right? So if you want to report like this, you can go and you can create. If you want to report like in other way, like it has to be sent for the all IP private IP address, and where it is using the dynamic, it has to be come into the red color. So every coding you can do depending upon your requirement. But my requirement is just send the report which having the the dynamic private IP. If I don't have any dynamic private IP, email should not has to send. The same thing if I will remove this also, other one also, if I be, if I'm going to remove from here, I will go to the virtual machine, and I have to go to inside the virtual machine, and after that go to the network setting. Inside network setting, click on the network interface, go to this IP config, and try to make it static. So this time I make my both IP address as a static. Whether I will get the report or not, we will not get the report. So now 2 is already there. I will go first. It has to be applied, right? So still it is not applied. So just we will wait for some time, and then we will move for the coding, how we have done this coding. So just wait for some time. Okay, now it is done. So in this point, if I will go to my PowerShell script and going to execute this, I will not, it is not going to generate anything, right? If I will go and I will execute, so nothing is going to be, it is not going to give me the anything. It is failed, right? Because it is trying to generate the report, but it is IP is not there. So it is not sending, and it is not sending any email also, right? So this will be applicable if you, if this kind of error is coming, right? So how to resolve this error, that one we have already discussed in my HTML courses, right? So I will not discuss more on this. Here I have to make if and else loop. If this file has been generated, right, then you go inside this loop and send the email. If this is not generated, then you skip from the loop. Just we have to, could not find this report, right? So we have to write this logic, that's it. So that one I will change and I will write the logic, so don't worry for that. So now what you understood, if I am going to change it this from statics, I am not getting any email, right? So because I have developed my script in such a way, so what I'm going to do, I'm going in the both network interface and trying to make it dynamic, and we will start our coding now. Okay. So I'm expecting guys, you guys has already gone through my this courses, because this is very, very important for understanding the logic, right? If you have not gone through this, then it is little bit tough for you, because logic I'm not going to explain you, right? So I'm going to explain you the logic, but there is the very basic thing is there that is not possible to explain, right? So because already I have created the separate course, I will tell you which part you have to watch. Go to here, and now I'm going to all resource, and this one, right? I have to change this IP address also. So this is dynamic only, don't worry. I will go for the statics dynamic, and this is that, I think. Okay, this is the statics. So now I'm making as a dynamic. So this is done now. So now if I will go and if I will execute my script, this is going to be give me the correct result. Why it is giving the result? Because it is not able to generate the file. That's why it is failing. I have to write the error handling, or I have to just put there if and else loop. That one I will discuss later, but as of now, just think if this is the script, right? And when I ran, this is the new script has been, new file has been generated. And if you will go here, it is sending for the two subscription. Okay, so now let start now. So first we'll go to this, so and then you will understood. So this is nothing but it is some HTML style, so leave it about this. That one we are not going to discuss. Second is to, first you have to connect with the Azure account. In my VM, what happened, I have already connected through. If you are going to run any PowerShell code, right, so what it has to do, from the PowerShell it has to connect to the Azure portal. If it will be connect with the Azure portal, then only you will able to get the details, right? So first you have to connect, like how you are connecting through the SQL server, right? So you are writing some code to connect the PowerShell to the SQL server, right? Here also the same thing. First you have to write the logic to connect with your Azure subscription or Azure account. So in my case, it is the only one time, because in the cache and all, it is going to be saved. So if I will run this, what is going to be happen? This page is going to open and it will tell select that account which is yours. So once you will select, then only authentication is happen. But in real time, you have to automate this, right? You cannot, as manually, if you are running this script, so easily you can go and you can select, right, which is your subscription. But real time, if you are scheduling through the this job, nobody will sit. If you are nobody will sit, like if your job is running at 12 o'clock night, and that is a non-business hours, no team will be available, then who will select that, right? So that's why we have to automate these things, right? So there will be some logic where automatically it has to select your subscription or your account. So that thing I have already discussed with you here. If you will go to this one, automation for creating resource group, so easily in the session 2 lecture 6, if you are going to watch, easily you will to understood how we can automate this. So this course is not for teaching you this no these things, because I have already explained in the very details here. So if you will watch this, you don't have any doubt. So you will able to automate this connect Azure account. Okay, so next is like this is the commandlets, and it is going to be give me the result for what this is going to give me the result for um what are my subscriptions. So what I will do, I will just copy this style, and what is this style and all, right? For this, if you want to know what is style and all, please go to this course, HTML, PowerShell for HTML, for health check report for SQL DBA. Here I have explained in the very basics things about the HTML and how HTML is going to be work with the PowerShell, right? So this is very, if you want to build your report, HTML report, this course is it is going to be very helpful for you. So so these things I am not going to explain you. This all are the HTML things, like how I've just basics idea I will give you, like what should be your background color, what should be this color, what should be table, what will be row, and what should be color for that, what will be size of this, so this where this value should be there in the middle or left or right. This everything we have declared here, right? So I think you don't have any problem. Just simply I have written here. So don't worry about these things. Coming to next. First, you have to connect with your Azure account. That one, if you are going to automate, it is then you have to write some logic to automatically your PowerShell has to select your subscription. That one I have already explained here in this session 2, lecture 6. Next is I have to get, if I have to connect with, if I have to get any information about the my Azure cloud, right? So first I have to take that all detail about my subscription. First connect with that subscription, right? And then get the subscription details. So if you are going to run this get hyphen Azure subscription, it is going to be give you some information, but this information is not enough. For my report, I want to display these things, right? So if you will go, I want to display subscription name. So subscription name will come from here, right? And I want status also to be displayed, whether it is enabled or it is disabled. So that one also you can see. So these two value from where I have taken from the get Azure subscription. So how we have taken, we will discuss now. So if we are going to run get Azure subscription, it is going to give me only three value. But really it is going to give the three value, or it is storing more value? It is going to store multiple of values. If you are going to put pipe symbol and writing select star, and if you are going to execute this, right? If you are going to execute, you can see it is going to give you the multiple of values. So depending upon this, which value you want, you can select. Now it is giving the name, it is giving the ID, it is giving the status, subscription ID, telnet ID, this multiple of thing, blah blah blah, it is given, right? So if you are going to tag something, so that time that tag name will also come here. So as per your requirement, what you want, you can select. As per my requirement, I want to select only name and ID. So I will remove this, and how I am going to select this, what I am going to do, I will just copy this to line, because I have only one subscription. So I am not going with the for each loop, but if you want, you can go. So what you have to do, this value, right? This value I'm storing into this variable. So this variable, I will write here one. Then in this variable, it is going to be stored that all value, and after that I want the subscription name. So what you have to do, this variable dot name, because you can see this is the name. I want to find out pay as you go. So where we save dot that name, so it is going to be display this pay as you go. I want ID, so that time what I will do, that this value I will write here one. I will create one variable dollar ID. I will give equal to, and I will paste it this dot, I will write ID. So it is going to be save the ID information from here. So what you want, if you want name dot name, if you want ID dot ID, if you want dot state state, if you want subscription ID dot subscription ID, like that. And if you want to print it, so the value is going to be stored into this variable. So just you can write here. So if you will print, means it is going to, and this everything I have explained my basic code. So I will not much more thing I will not explain here. Okay, if I'm going to execute only this much, right? So what it is going to give, it is going to give me only the three information. What is my subscription? It is pay as you go. What is this? It is state is enabled, and what is my ID? So anyhow, this three I don't need. I will remove it, right? And then I will go. Now you understood, I am getting it because I want to display these two information, subscription name and state. That's why I have filter from the Azure subscription, right? Get hyphen Azure subscription, right? After that, once you will get this subscription, like how you are going, I am going with my Azure portal. First I have to get inside my account, right? Once I will be there inside my account, means I am there inside my subscription. Once I will there inside my subscription, then what we are doing, we are going to network. Once we are here, then we are going with the network interface. So I will going to the direct to the network interface. And network interface, we are saying 2 or 3 is there. If I have to get this information, right, I have to go inside this network interface. The same thing only we want to perform here. So this is the code which one is going to be give you the information about network interface. If I will go and execute this, so it is going to give me only 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 value, 8 9 8 value, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 value. It is giving the 9 value, means it is telling like which resource group it is there, what is the network interface name, where is the location, what is the MAC addresses, right? You can see the MAC addresses, right? So what is the primary? But for first one, we have not created any virtual machine. So that's why name it is not coming. So don't confuse here. And here I have given the name of the network interface. Don't think this is the VM name. So don't confuse, because both I have given the same name. That's why you are going to confuse here. Uh, so if you want, I will create one more, because I don't want you guys to confuse. So this time I will select my this one, and name I am giving something called AAA. I'm writing not VM name. Simply I have written here to remember you. This is the network interface name, not the virtual name, because there I have done one mistake. I have taken the same name, so don't confuse. This is the virtual machine. Actually, this is it is your information about virtual machine, and this is the network interface, which is the part of virtual machine. And here I have not written anything. What is the virtual machine name? This name is for network interface. So not deployment is the progress. It will take few seconds, and then my third network interface will be available. In your real time, there will be 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 20 multiple of is there. So why I'm telling you, because it's okay. Now resource is ready. I will go to the home. I will go to the not all resource. I will go to the network interface. So once I will go to the network interface, you can see this name. So what you are saying, node 01, this is the network interface name, not VM name, because VM name also I have created node 01 only. So don't become confused, right? So it is taken some different IP. In this point, if I will go and if I will execute this, right, I will get, now I'm getting two information. I will get the three information. So now you can see the three information, and I have given here, this is not the VM name. It is the network interface name, right? So I hope till here there is no doubt. So now what you see, what you saw, whenever I was running this get hyphen Azure network interface, it is going to give me the information. It is giving just 9 information. Whether this is the 9 information only it is there, no. If you will type pipe and you will write select star, it is going to be give you the multiple of in total information related to for that network security group. And of course it is giving for the all three. It is not for one, it is going for give you the all three. So better I will clear it and run it again. So you can see it is started from id. It is started from id and it is went till here, right? Till here it is went, right? I hope till here you don't have any doubt. So how, what are the information, and after that what are the information is required, that thing you have to filter from here, right? In this, like what thing I have created in my HTML report. So you know from where I have got the subscription name. So this is the nickname. Nickname we have to figure out from here, whatever we have got the result. We'll see. And then next is your, what is this virtual machine ID. So that one also we have to find out private IP address, virtual machine name. Of course, that virtual machine, if it is there, it will give, or otherwise it is not going to give you. And then resource group, here it is giving 2 because I have not refreshed it. If I'm going to refresh, I will get the proper IP for it. So here what happened, I have to figure out what information I have to figure out. This nickname, virtual machine ID, private IP address, what is the virtual machine which is associated with that IP address, then resource group name. So till here to here we have to figure out, and that one we are going to figure out from ag underscore get hyphen az subscription, right? So how we have figured out, we will see now, right? So now what I am doing, so in one this variable, I will just put this one, right? So I think subscription list. And here it is giving 3, it is giving 4, it is giving the 5, whatever it is, how many addresses is there, that much value it is going to be created, right? So for me, it is just creating get subscription. No, I don't have to subscription. Sorry. It is the network interface. Sorry. This is the thing. So if I'm going to execute this, so what you have seen, it is going to give me the three result, right? It is going to be give me the three result. So what we have to do, we have to take one by one each. So if I have to take one by one each value, that time we have to use the for each loop, right? For each loop, what happened? First, I will take this first one, the result, and from here we will figure out the all information, nickname, machine, virtual machine ID, private IP, and all. Then second, my PowerShell has to pick up the second one, then third one, like that. If you have 100, it has to be rotated the 100 times. So now loop will come into the picture. So for loop, what we are going to do, we are going to write this for each loop, right? This is very, very important, guys. So this is my subscription. I am going to write my this one here. Why I have written? Because this is this one, it is subscription list. It is going to be saved here, right? And after that, after no, no, not this subscription, I don't have to take sorry, because I am using only one, so no need of this, because I have only one subscription. If you have multiple of subscription, then you can rotate into the loop. So I'm not want to go to that state now, because I have to explain some concept here. So now you understood this. This is that information here. What I am going to do, I will try to filter something. What I want to filter, I want only information to display which one is using dynamic IP address. So I am trying to filter it. So how we have filter, we will discuss now. So if I'm going to execute this, so this is going to give me the three result. But if I'm going to change from here, this one I will try to change from dynamic to statics. So I will go here, I will go to the IP config, and I will trying to change the statics. So this time what happened, my IP is changed as a statics. And if I will go and if I will execute this, it is not going to give me the three result, because it is going to filter from here, which having the dynamic IP. It is going, that's why we are getting the two, right? So now you understood what is this where clause. So again, the problem, it is how we have filtered this, right? So we are using the pipe symbol, means whatever output will going to come, it is going to become the input for it. If you want to know, go to my course. There I have explained this in the more detail, but here I'm explaining the script. So I'm going with the very basics things I'm going to explain. So pipe symbol means just take the input, output of this going to become the input of this. When it is going to input, what it has to perform? It has to perform where this IP, private IP allocation method is dynamic. You give only, you select those things. You already know what is the meaning of the IP config. So how I have selected this thing. So this one is very, very simple. The same thing. I will go here, network interface, and I will try to write here pipe symbol and select star. If I am writing the select star, what are the result I am going to get here? So you can see it is giving multiple of result, right? So in this result, what I am trying to do, I will go to, I am going to filter. So where I have to apply the filter, you can see it is here. It is saying about private allocation method. So that only I have written private allocation method, and from that only I am trying to filter, and I will writing the in IP configuration, right? So IP configuration, and I have writing dot this one. So what happened, what is the output come in that output, dollar underscore dot, means whatever result you are getting in that output, go and filter which having the dynamic IP address. If I will tell you to figure out the IP address, which having the IP address 1400. So, so that also you can do. So just simple things. So if I will tell you, just go and pick up. This time I'm not saying dynamic IP address. I'm telling which having the IP address 10.0.0.4, you have to figure out. So that time what you will do? So you can write the private allocation. You can write this. So if you are new in PowerShell, it will take little bit time for you. So you can select this private IP address, and you can go and give it here. Control V. And in that dynamic, I'm going to put 10.0.0.4. And if I'm going to run this, then what is the result I'm going to get? I'm going to get the result, because this time where clause I have used, where it is IP address is this. But I don't have to filter through the IP address. I have to filter through the dynamic. So this one I think you don't have any doubt till here. Okay, and how we have figured out this one is means you do the select star, you get what are the result you will able to filter. From that what you want to filter you can give it here. Now what I'm going to do, I this statics IP address I will just make it dynamic because my report will display the three results, so that is going to become good for you guys. Okay, so now what you understood, I have taken it, and this all values I'm going to save into that variable that is called dollar dynamic IP, right? So in this variable I have saved. So when you are running this, so it is going to be save the result 3 1 2, maybe now it is 2, but actually it is going to be save the result for 3 now because I have changed, right? So now I have to rotate this everything into the loop, right? So I am writing the for each loop now. I have writing the for each loop, and for each loop means what you want. I will write here, close this. So you remove this. Why I have written, no need of explaining. This is just who gone through my basics courses. For them it is there. I don't want to confuse you guys. So here what happened, I want to filter this time what IP address I want to filter, right? I want to filter my IP, what private IP address. So how I can filter this private IP address? So once again, if I will go and execute this, okay, I will have to write this select a star, then it is easy for me to explain. So I will writing here, I'm writing dollar. One way I have shown you here, like that also you will be able to filter, but other simple way is you will run this, you are getting lot of data, right here. So you can go and check whether any places is there where you will see the private IP. So same thing only I have used, right? IP configuration, private IP addresses. Instead of this I have changed this to private IP. Just I will show you, then you will understood. Because this time I need what is my IP address. So I private IP. So if I want to know the dynamic, I have selected this value. I want this time IP address, so I have selected this one here, right? So this one is going to be give me the private. If you want to see the result for this, you can copy it, you can paste it here, and you can execute this all. So anyhow, this one, if you want, you can remove. There's no use now. You execute it. So it is going to be display the all. Why it is displaying this? So I will hash this simply. It is not in use. Just for filtering purpose I have used. So better now I will just remove it and execute it. So now you will able to see it is going to display only the IP addresses. So how it is given using this logic. So my this one is ready, right? So this one is IP addresses, private IP address. I have got it, right? So next what I have to get? Next what I have to get? I have to get the IP address name, right? So if you want to get the name, what you have to do, I am just pointing here, right? So same way, in this, if I will execute, where I will get the name of the network interface. So you can see here it is name, it is coming down, right? This name means this one, right? So again I will do the same thing, where the value it is stored here, in that I will put name, and it is going to be display me the network interface name. If I will paste it here, so it is going to display the two value this time. So I'm getting this, this is that IP address, this is the name, this is the IP address, this is the name, this is the IP address, this is the name, right? Because we have three. So it is taken the one by one. So first it is selected. So it is this loop is rotated three times, right? So this loop is rotated three times. So first time it is taken the value from here, right? First value it is put into this variable, and this variable we are filtering it, right? Second time it is taken the second one, it is put here, and it will go inside this loop. Third time it will be picked the third value from here, it will be stored into this variable, and whatever it will go inside this loop, whatever you have given, it is going to perform that work. Till here, no doubt for you guys, right? So next, if I have to select the resource group, right? So resource group, from where we will able to select. So this time what I'm going to do, I'm removing this nickname, because simply you understood this, right? Okay, so I have this time I am just running this. So three times it is going to display the resource name here. So resource name means again you go and run this. How I have written this code, select star. You can see resource group, any column is coming here. You can see, yes, resource group, it is there. Resource group name, right? So what I will do, where this value it is going to be stored into this variable, right? So in this variable, you write dot resource group. What is this one? So you will able to get this, the resource group details. So three times it is going to display because all I have created into the same resource group only. Like that, I will go and I have to filter this virtual machine ID and virtual machine name. If I have, it has to give this two information. So I have put it here, right? So now I will go and I will figure out what is the virtual machine ID, right? That is also going to become very, very important. So from where we are filtering it, so what we are doing, we are using the split concept. So if you are not aware about what is the split, I will go the basics details here, but go and watch my PowerShell automation for SQL Server DBA. There, each and everything I have explained, guys. So if you are going to watch this, you don't at least 80% your doubt will be going to be clear. You will able to write the code by yourself, right? And of course magic will not going to be happen. You have to do the practice. If you are thinking like, if I will watch my video I will able to do nothing, it is not going to be happen. It's required at least 2 hours every day. You have to give to my course, then only it is going to be happen. Whatever people will say, oh, after watching my video you will able to this that, no, you have to do the practice. Without practice it is impossible. You will not able to write the code. Ha, of course I am telling you, my video is going to be help you too much. You will able to understood each and everything, but it's required practice. Without practice nothing you will able to do. Okay, leave it, I don't want to discuss now here more. So in this I want to filter ID, right? So what I am going to give here, so you can see here I have filtering ID. So if I will filter through ID, what is the result I am going to get? I will get this much big result, right? Till here to here it is ID. So what I will going to do, I will hash this. I'm removing this also, right? So I will just write only this much. I will remove this all and I want to print this value. Let then you will understood how this split is going to be work. If I'm going to execute, you will see it is giving very big result here, right? Till here to here. Because if you'll go and see the ID, if I'm going to filter through the ID, this much big it is, right? In this, what I want only ID, right? I want my ID. Where is the ID? ID is this, right? ID is this. So what I am going to do, I am going to split the function from where we want to split means make it two part. From where? So I have to give some keyword from where it has to split. I am writing in my code where you are finding this resource under group this one. From there you make it two part. So that only I have given here. You make it two part, and if you want, I will remove this. I'm going to add this again. Then you will understood. So if I will going to add these things here, and what is this zero is going to display? Zero is going to display you. Okay. Uh, okay, one more time I have to give this. Okay. So now what is happened? So I'm making means I am splitting this into the two part where you are finding this value, and zero means take the left side of the value. If I'm going to execute this, so you will able to get the same value, whatever. So now you can see you will able to get this value, right? Why it is given? Because this is your subscription, just say example. This is the output means id value is this. Once you have filter, so what I am doing, I am telling the my PowerShell, go and split into the two part where you are finding this value. So this value it will be here, right? It is make the two part, one part this part and one part that part. And zero means go and take the value of the left side of the value, remaining you leave it. So this value. So that's why you can see in the result we are getting this value. After that, what we are doing, we are doing again split. Means again we will tell go and make the split where you are getting this value. Here I am dividing through the this value, but I'm making the split from this where split is there, make the two part. So that also it's fine. If you want, you can put this value also, then also it is going to give you the correct result. So again I have to make it a split, right? So I want to split this value. How I want to split this time, I will not give the backslash, better I will give this only. I'm telling my PowerShell, go and make it two part and take the value of this time right side of the value. So if I will go and execute this, what is the value I am going to get now? Now you can see I'm getting the value this side subscription, and I'm getting this left side of the value, right side of the value, because the result I have to pick up whatever value we have get from there. I have to pick up this value, right? That is the right side of the value. So it is the result it is given. But again I have added that out string and all. This is because why I have added here, because I have to convert into the string, because I have to display the result, right? So that's why I have added here. So what is this string and all, you will able to see into the later video session. So there is something I'm missing, so that's why I have to add one more bracket here, right? Now if I'm going to execute, I will get this the value, right? So I think this is no doubt for you guys. I will just remove this. And next one, what I want my virtual machine ID. So that one is again, it is going to filter. So see, if I have the virtual machine, then only it is going to pick up this virtual machine ID. If I don't have, it is not going to display this. So what I'm going to do, if I will go and execute, oh sorry, oh, where it is ran. If I will go, not this I have to run, because I want to select the virtual machine ID. So which is my virtual machine ID, which having the virtual machine, right? So that one we have to filter. So what we are going to do, from here where we can filter, it is not. So 10.0.0.4 is our virtual machine, right? So if I will go here, just I want to verify. So go to all resource, go to the virtual machine, and inside that virtual machine I will go to the network setting. And once we are there inside the network setting, I will go to the network interface, and inside the network interface it is giving the 10.0.0.4. So where it is 10.0.4, that is the result for this one. So just I will check here. So this is the value. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this all. Okay, otherwise leave it, no need of. So virtual machine ID I have to filter. Where I can see this ID, and then you can see here it is ID. I'm going to filter through the ID and then virtual. I will copy this and I will try to put into the notepad. Then it is easy for you to figure out. So what we have to do, we have to filter now virtual machine name I want, right? Virtual machine name. So where we have to filter, you can go here, right? You can see there is something called ID, and in that ID you can see the virtual machine, and then it is given the virtual machine name. So I have to figure out this only, right? So that's why we have written here. I will go to my that variable where it is storing the detail about that network interface. In that, what we are going to do, we are just trying the filter, then that I am filtering virtual machine dot id. So Then we have given the virtual machine and we are filtering through this id, so we have given this id here. And after that, what happened, if I'm going to run only this much, it is going to be give me the result till here to here, right? Till here to here. Same way I will try to explain you here again. I will copy this and pasting here, and I will try to hash it because I don't want to display this. I'm going to remove this all value from here, and I want to print this value. Okay, so if I'm going to execute this, right, so it is going to be give me the result only for one, because I have only one VM which is associated with that IP. So now you can see this giving this much of big result. But what I want this value only, right? So what we are doing, we are writing the split function, and where we are splitting, where you figure out virtual machine. I have written this, right? And after that, I will make the bracket shift this. And what I'm going to do, I will writing here means go and split it into the two part. If I will go and execute only this much, what you will able to see, you will see the two values. Let wait, right? It is sending the two. It is make the two part. One part is this, one part is this, right? Why it is make the two part? Because I have given from go and make the two part, split it where you are finding this value. So that's why till here it is taken the one part and this is the one part. So that's why you will be able to see the two result, make the two part. And in this, I have to take this right side of the value. So if you want to take the right side of value, you have to give -1. First right side. If you want second, you can write the -2, -3, like that you will be able to go. So if you are going to execute this, so you will be able to get the virtual machine name. So that only we have tried to do here. So as of now, I am removing this, and I will remove this because this is, so now you understood what the information we want. We want the information about what subscription, that one we have got. Virtual machine interface name, that one also we have got. Virtual machine id, private ip, virtual machine name. If it is there, if it is not associated, then it is not going to display. So this all value I am storing. So where we are storing some value into this variable, other value is in this variable, third value I'm storing into this, fourth one is this, fifth one is this, sixth one is this, seven one is this. So like that seven value we have stored into the seven variable, right? So here is the seven only, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, fine. Now so seven value we have stored into the seven variable. Now this is time to give into the table look, right? So if you want to display the value into the table, you have to use this concept. That's called PS object. In detail, I have explained what is the PS object in my PowerShell automation for SQL Server DBA. Go to there, but here just I'm explaining because what I'm going to take now. I'm giving what name I want to display. I want nickname, resource, group name, virtual ID, virtual machine, and giving the equal to and giving that variable name, so that every value is going to be stored into this variable, right? Every value. If I want to execute this value, if I want to print it, if I will write in this way, and if I will try to execute this code, what is the result I am going to get now? Yes, you are getting the same value. This is your subscription, this is your nickname. So everything you are getting into the proper format, right? So till now we have got the output you want in the table. You can write high pipe symbol and you can convert into the table format. I have already explained this, but I want this to be converted into the HTML format. So what I will do, I will go and writing this code, right? So this time the result is going to be converted into the HTML, right? And how, and I have given here convert this means this value, whatever you have got it here for the all three, right? Convert this into the HTML as a table and use this header style. So style I have not added. Style means what is your background color of your HTML, what should be your table, what should be your header, everything it is going to be pick up from this style, right? This variable. And after that take and put into this this result, you go and save it into this location. So if I will execute this, what I'm going to get, I will get one HTML output And if I will double click on this, you can see the three value for three all it is giving here. So till here you don't have any doubt, right? Now what is the term? We have to send this output. So okay, now one more thing. So this time what happened? I taken only one subscription because I have only one subscription access. But in real time, you having the access on the multiple of subscription. So that time if you have the multiple of subscription access, what happened? This one get as a subscription, it is going to store here. If you have the three subscription, it is going to store the three value, four value, five value, right? Because I have only one subscription access, so I have not used the loop. But if you have access on the four subscription, you have to use the for each loop here. So how to use the for each loop? This is the concept just you have to add here, right? So what I'm going to do, I will just here, I'm storing here into the one, I will make it this one. Okay. So no, this is fine. I will make it one. I will make this like this. That should be the good. And I will remove this one, two, this one. Okay, now it is fine. So this all value, it is going to be stored into this variable, that is the subscription list. And from subscription list, it is putting the value into the subscription one, two, three, like that, one by one each value it will take about the subscription. So it will take the first subscription, it will go here, and in that one subscription, how many network interface is there? 10, 20. It will take the all 20, create the report, and then again it will go for your understanding. No, in the first subscription, okay, I will try to explain it here. It is print. I will snap tool, not paint. Okay, this should be the paint. Then it's easy for me to explain here. So what is going to be happen now? If you have uh, one subscription, two subscription, and three subscription. In the each subscription, there is 20. Here also it is 20. Here also it is 20, right? So what you have to do first, it is going to pick at your first one, and it will create the HTML report for all 20 network interface, which one is using your statics, a dynamic public IP, right? After that, again, it will pick at second one subscription, and whatever subscription, whatever ID is there, that one it is going to create. Then after that, it's going to create the third one, and then inside that one. So here is also one of, so here I am going to use one for loop for this. Go and pick up first one, and once you are going inside, you figure out 20. For 20 again for loop, so there is, I'm using the two for loop, one for loop here and one for loop here. That one only we try to do here. So one for loop to finding this is subscription. So first subscription, inside that subscription, if you are finding 20 IP addresses, so you go and take one by one for all. This is here. So I think this one is enough. Now I will just write here bracket. So nothing is going to be changed because I have only one subscription. If I have more subscription, then there will be some different case. But in your real time, in your office, if you're having multiple of subscription, then you can see how it is going to be work. So I hope till here clear, right? So I have created the HTML look and everything is working fine. But here the problem it is, if I will go and execute this multiple of time, one time I have executed, what happened in the same HTML file, it is going to append the value. That is not good, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to add some timestamp here, and that is very simple to add the timestamp. So I will go here, I will put here the times, anywhere I can declare my variable, and this timestamp I will add to my file, right? So out, I will give dollar this, and I will make this underscore. So now what happened? Nothing I have given. What it will be content? If I will run this file timestamp, it is going to give me the timing. If I will go to execute this, it is going to give me 2025 is year, 25 is the month, 206 year, month, date, 12 is your time, 22nd is your minute, 19 is your second. So every second it is going to be changed. If I will run now, if I will run if I will execute this and if I will go and execute this, what will be going to be happen? Again, this second is going to be changed. So if I will execute this, so it is going to be generate the other file which having with the timestamp. If I will go to run this, so again the second will change, right? So second is going to be changed. So once the second will change, it will come with some different file name. So if it is creating different file HTML file, no, it is not going to append the value. So I hope till here you don't have any doubt. After that, what we are trying to do, we are just creating our HTML. We want to send this as a HTML file. So what I'm going to do, it is the same script. So what I'm going to do, all script I will attach into this course. So don't worry, guys. You can download the course from here, all script, and you can do the practice. So what I'm going to do, I have just created a time. So this is same, right? I have created one timestamp here, and in that report where I was giving the manually this one, I have added this value to that only. So where I have to where I was using this file, right? So here you can see I'm using this, right? Instead of using this, I will try to use my this variable, right? Otherwise multiple, so one more variable I'm adding here now, right? So this time I will not use hard code my that value. I will use this variable. I will try to give here, because if you are using multiple of places your file, then it is very difficult you to change. So this time this variable, what it will be content, this variable where I have put, okay, here, not need of, for each I don't have to put, wrongly I was put, I will put it down here. So if I'm going to execute this, then again it will be also give the same result only. It is not going to make any differences. See, other it is came. So just where we are hard coding, we have put it here, and then we have tried to use it. So same thing, what I will explain this, but I will go very fast here. So till here you don't have any doubt. We have taken the subscription detail. We are putting the for each loop, because taking one by one each subscription. For my case, I have only one subscription, and then we are taking the name and all everything, right? After that, I will go and I will take that get network interface. You are able to figure out it having two or three or four or five. Five it is there. Then again, we are going to the loop in that subscription. In the first subscription, how many network interface having the dynamic IP address, it is going to be put here, and it is going to be generate the report. So till here you don't have any doubt, right? So till here we have generated the output, we have converted into the HTML file, and that file we have taken into the HTML report. Same thing which one we have explained here, right? So till here you don't have any doubt. After that, what we are trying to do, we are trying to build some logic, because in my, if I'm going to send HTML file, it has to be display something in this way. It has to display when this script, when this report has been generated. If you want, you can put that report generation thing here as well, right? So report when the report has been generated. So this everything, if you want, you can write down. So it depending upon you, how you are you want. So I'm not going to display much more thing. I'm just saving this result, whatever. So what happened now, so I am creating one variable, right? In that variable I've just written here report, and report text, all text, because I have to convert these things to some text one, right? After that, I have taken the variable and I am saving this value to this. And after that, again I have taken the variable, and in this variable I want to display header information h1 and all. So you can see what should be the h1, I have given here the detail. So that one, then after that, whatever value is coming here, I am appending with that value, and in here I have just report generated on this I want to print, right? So after that, again whatever value happen, again you can convert the same value to multiple of time, convert to HTML, convert to HTML. Maybe now you will not understood, but if you will go with this course again, you will easily, you will able to understood how we are building it, right? So now you can see I have just taken this, then I have just saved into this all value, I have converted into the, so you have converted here also in HTML, but again you want to convert something into the HTML, because I want to add end of the report, right? So that's why I have converted that value. So this value is where, so whatever report, whatever value is came, it is storing here, right? In this variable. In this variable I'm converting into the text file, right? That value I'm storing into the body, right? And in that body, what I am trying to do, I am trying to add something called this value. right? And after that, that value I'm appending with that details report generated on. So whatever result is came, it I have generated again here. So like that we went and we have converted our each value to in this way. So it is will become here report generation is coming on that down, it should be end of the report. So you have to go to the HTML code, the programming, otherwise you will not able to understood. Then after that I am saving my username and password, and this is that to send the HTML file. If you want to know, you go to my PowerShell course again and you can see how to send this email. So there I have explained. So this is very very important course, man. If you want to do HTML report, of course you have to go through this video also. And after that Azure video where you are watching it, right? So this is the course which one I have created, Azure cloud. So so Azure cloud is, this is the course where we are working for the, okay, where it is Azure cloud, I think I have okay, I think I have not saved. So anyhow, it is fine now. So now this is the logic to sending mail. If I'm going to execute this, so you will able to see now it came. Please review your Azure billing statement. Okay, it is not for me. Here it is. It came now. So you will able to, and I have written the attachment also. Attachment, why it is? Because I have given here attach is here, and here I have used the attachment as this variable. This variable having the attachment details, so that's why we are getting the attachment also. So if somebody want, they can download it and they can open, they will get the result. Or if directly if you are able to open the details from your mobile, so directly they will see here. Sometime people will not able to see using the email, so that time they have to download in your mobile and they can see. Or in if you are sending to your team, so easily they will able to get. So thanks for watching this video. I have explained one PowerShell script. Later I am going to explain multiple of things. Day by day we are going to learn the Azure cloud, and we will do some practical on the networking. We are going to learn something called automation also. Everything into the same course. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please continuous watch the next video. Thank you so much.